Today, I want to talk about a powerful truth: you don't need anyone. I know that may sound bold, perhaps even controversial, but I stand before you to declare that the greatest strength lies within you. Self-sufficiency is not just a catchphrase, it's a vital life principle. Each of us has the innate ability to rise to challenges and carve out our own paths. We often look outside ourselves for validation, support, or motivation, but I challenge you to look inward. You possess the skills, wisdom, and determination necessary to achieve your dreams. Let's talk about purpose and identity. How well do you know yourself? Your unique gifts and talents are not dependent on the approval of others. They are part of who you are. Embrace your individuality and recognize that your worth is not tied to anyone else's opinion of you. The moment you understand your purpose, you can begin to walk in your calling with confidence. But it doesn't stop there. Inner strength is where true power resides. You might encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable. Yet it is in those very moments that your character is forged. Resilience, determination, and courage are qualities that can be cultivated through adversity. Trust in your ability to overcome and to find solutions within yourself. We must also address the issue of emotional dependency. Many of us have been conditioned to seek approval and affirmation from others. This dependency can lead to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. I urge you to break free from this cycle. Recognize that your value is inherent, not contingent upon others' recognition. When you embrace self-worth, you liberate yourself from the constraints of seeking external validation. Now, while it's essential to cultivate independence, it's equally important to surround yourself with positive influences. You can build a supportive mindset, one that encourages collaboration and camaraderie without compromising your autonomy. Seek relationships that uplift you, but remember that your happiness and success are ultimately your responsibility. Finally, let's talk about taking action. The path to fulfillment starts with a single step. Don't wait for someone to tell you you're ready or that you should pursue your goals. Seize the moment. Whether it's starting a new project, changing your career, or simply believing in yourself, the time to act is now. You have the power to initiate change in your life. In conclusion, you don't need anyone to validate your existence or dictate your journey. You are equipped with all you need to succeed. Embrace your individuality, cultivate your inner strength, and take ownership of your life. Remember, the greatest support you can have is the belief in yourself. So go forth and shine brightly, for the world needs what only you can offer. The concept of you don't need anyone revolves around the idea of self-sufficiency and recognizing the inner strength and capabilities that each person possesses. This principle suggests that individuals often underestimate their own potential and rely too heavily on external sources of validation, support, or motivation. While having a support system can be valuable, the essence of this message is to inspire people to realize that they are fully equipped to handle their own challenges and achieve their goals independently. One of the core elements of this concept is the understanding of self-worth and identity. When individuals fail to acknowledge their own value, they tend to seek affirmation from others to feel complete or successful. This need for approval can create a dependency that limits personal growth and hinders the full realization of one's potential. Instead of looking outward, the focus should be on discovering one's unique talents, strengths, and purpose. Every person is inherently valuable and has something special to offer to the world, regardless of whether others recognize it or not. Understanding this can empower individuals to pursue their dreams and aspirations without hesitation, fear, or the need for external endorsement. Another important aspect of not needing anyone lies in developing inner strength and resilience. Life is full of unpredictable challenges, setbacks, and adversities that can shake one's confidence and resolve. Those who rely solely on others for encouragement or solutions may find themselves struggling when support is not readily available. However, by cultivating a strong sense of inner fortitude, individuals can learn to trust their own judgment, navigate difficulties with grace, and emerge stronger from each experience. This inner strength comes from self-belief, the ability to stay grounded amidst uncertainty, and the courage to keep moving forward despite unfavorable circumstances. Emotional independence is a crucial part of embracing this philosophy. Emotional dependency on others often leads to a sense of inadequacy, insecurity, and ultimately a lack of self-control. It places one's happiness and self-esteem in the hands of others, which can be a precarious situation. Learning to find contentment within oneself and appreciating one's own company is a form of freedom that many overlook. When a person's sense of worth is no longer tied to the opinions or presence of others, they gain the freedom to make decisions based on their own desires and values. This independence allows individuals to create their own path in life, unburdened by the expectations or judgments of others. While the message emphasizes independence, it does not mean one should isolate themselves or reject all forms of assistance. It is about striking a balance, valuing connections while being self-sufficient enough not to rely on them. Having a supportive circle can provide encouragement, advice, or a sense of community, but it should never become a crutch that prevents personal growth. The key is to build relationships that are enriching and empowering, not ones that foster dependence. True strength comes from the ability to walk alone when necessary, knowing that one's happiness and success do not depend on anyone else. Taking action is another critical component. Often people hesitate to take steps toward their goals because they are waiting for approval or support from others. This delay can result in missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. It's essential to realize that one has the power to initiate change and progress in their own life without needing someone else's validation. Taking the first step, no matter how small, is a declaration of self-belief and an acknowledgement that one is capable of achieving greatness independently. The willingness to take charge of one's destiny and make decisions based on one's convictions is what sets apart those who truly embody this principle from those who remain stagnant, hoping for others to guide them. But ultimately, the message is about self-empowerment. It is a call to recognize that while people and circumstances may influence us, they do not define us. Every individual has a reservoir of untapped potential and strength that can be accessed and harnessed through self-awareness and determination. To believe that one does not need anyone is to understand that one's value, purpose, and capability come from within. It is to embrace the power of autonomy and take responsibility for one's own happiness, success, and growth. Through this realization, individuals can break free from the limitations imposed by dependency and live life on their own terms, fully expressing who they are without hesitation or fear of judgment. Self-sufficiency is a principle that extends far beyond mere independence or the ability to provide for oneself materially. It speaks to a deeper capacity within every individual to stand firm, to make decisions confidently, and to navigate the complexities of life without being overly reliant on others. The concept is about recognizing and harnessing the power that already exists within, and understanding that one's value and abilities do not depend on external approval or support. It encourages a mindset shift from waiting for others to provide answers or solutions to actively seeking and creating those solutions oneself. This approach does not imply rejecting help or relationships, but it emphasizes the need to be grounded in one's abilities and to draw strength from within before looking outward. For many, the idea of self-sufficiency may feel intimidating, especially in a world that often equates success with connections and support systems. However, self-sufficiency is not about isolation or an egotistical sense of self-reliance. It is about building the confidence to tackle challenges, knowing that you have the resources, whether mental, emotional, or spiritual, to handle whatever comes your way. When you develop a self-sufficient mindset, you're better equipped to face setbacks and adapt to change because your foundation is rooted in an unshakable belief in your own capabilities. This sense of inner resilience becomes particularly crucial when external circumstances are unpredictable or when others may not be available to provide the support one expects. In such moments, self-sufficiency acts as an anchor, allowing you to stay steady and focused without being swayed by the opinions, actions, or absence of others. It means being able to process feedback and advice critically rather than accepting it blindly. You become the author of your own story, determining your path based on your own values, goals, and aspirations. Understanding purpose and identity is central to this journey. Without a clear sense of who you are and what you're meant to do, it's easy to be influenced or led astray by others' expectations or societal pressures. Purpose provides direction, while identity gives you a sense of self that is unchanging, regardless of the circumstances. When you have a strong grasp of these two, you are less likely to rely on others to define or validate you. Instead, you stand firm in your convictions and move forward with a sense of mission that isn't swayed by external forces. Your purpose becomes a guiding force, helping you stay on course even when the path is difficult or unclear. Knowing your purpose means you're less likely to make decisions based on fear or desperation because you're aware of your destination. This clarity brings confidence. When you know where you're going and why you're headed there, you don't need anyone else to give you directions. You are empowered to make choices that align with your purpose, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Self-sufficiency also impacts how you view and engage with others. When you're secure in your identity and purpose, you interact from a place of strength rather than neediness. This shifts the dynamic in relationships, making them healthier and more balanced. Instead of seeking someone to complete or define you, you seek to complement each other. You're not looking for someone to fill a void because you've already filled it yourself with your own sense of purpose and identity. This doesn't mean you don't value connections or relationships, but it means your happiness and self-worth are not dependent on them. Embracing self-sufficiency and having a strong sense of purpose and identity doesn't negate the value of community or external support. It means that you approach these relationships as a whole person, contributing your strengths while being open to learning and growing. It's about finding a balance where you are capable and confident on your own, but can still collaborate and engage with others from a position of mutual respect and autonomy. Self-sufficiency is a concept that revolves around the ability of an individual to rely on their own resources, skills, and abilities to meet their needs and achieve their goals. It's the realization that you have everything within you to tackle life's challenges, make important decisions, and move forward without the need for constant external support. When a person is self-sufficient, they take full responsibility for their actions and choices. This level of personal responsibility empowers them to face both opportunities and difficulties head-on, knowing that they are equipped to handle whatever comes their way. Rejecting help or support from others, but rather understanding that such assistance is supplementary rather than essential. It's about having the inner strength to stand on your own, even when no one else is available to lend a hand. A self-sufficient person does not wait for someone else to push them forward or hold them back. They initiate their own progress. They are driven by an intrinsic motivation that comes from a deep understanding of their abilities and a firm belief in their capacity to shape their future. Understanding one's purpose and identity is a critical element of personal growth and fulfillment. Your purpose is what gives your life meaning. It's the driving force that propels you to pursue your passions and ambitions. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are able to navigate life with a sense of direction and clarity, making choices that align with your core values and beliefs. Identity, on the other hand, is who you are at your very essence. It encompasses your values, beliefs, strengths, and weaknesses. Knowing your identity means understanding what makes you unique, what you stand for, and how you fit into the world around you. When you are firmly rooted in your purpose and identity, you no longer feel the need to seek validation or affirmation from others. You become less concerned with fitting into societal norms or meeting other people's expectations. Instead, you focus on living authentically and embracing your individuality. This self-awareness creates a solid foundation for making decisions that serve your best interests and help you move closer to your goals. It also reduces the likelihood of being swayed by external influences or opinions that do not align with your true self. People who understand their purpose and identity are more likely to remain steadfast in their convictions, even in the face of adversity. Inner strength is the resilience and determination that come from within. It's the mental and emotional fortitude that allows you to keep pushing forward, even when circumstances are challenging or uncertain. Unlike physical strength, which is visible and tangible, inner strength is an intangible quality that manifests through your ability to remain calm, focused, and positive, regardless of external conditions. People with strong inner strength are able to bounce back from setbacks, maintain their composure under pressure, and continue striving toward their goals despite the difficulties they encounter. Building inner strength requires deliberate effort and practice. It involves cultivating a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. It's about developing self-discipline, patience, and perseverance. And when you are mentally and emotionally strong, you are better equipped to face life's ups and downs. You learn to draw from your own reservoir of courage and resolve rather than relying on others to provide it for you. This level of self-reliance ensures that you remain grounded and focused, even when external support systems are not available. Inner strength is the wellspring of resilience, determination, and courage that resides within every individual. It is an inherent power that enables you to face life's challenges with confidence and persistence. This form of strength is not measured by physical abilities, but by the depth of your character and the resolve to keep moving forward despite adversities. It is what helps you push through the discomfort of uncertainty and the pain of setbacks. When life throws unexpected obstacles your way, inner strength allows you to stand firm and confront these difficulties head-on, rather than retreating or succumbing to self-doubt. It fuels your capacity to maintain a positive outlook and find solutions in the face of problems that may seem insurmountable. Inner strength is developed through experience and conscious effort. It does not appear suddenly or by accident. Rather, it is built over time through overcoming hardships, reflecting on failures, and learning from experiences. Each struggle, disappointment, and triumph adds layers to this strength, making it more robust and accessible when needed. In moments of despair or confusion, you draw on this reservoir of strength to regain your balance and focus. It is not about avoiding difficulties, but about confronting them with a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for growth. This mindset shift transforms obstacles into stepping stones that contribute to a deeper understanding of oneself. A significant component of inner strength, plays a crucial role in how you respond to challenges. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, disappointments, or losses without losing sight of your goals. Resilience is not simply about enduring pain or pushing through hard times. It is about adapting to changing circumstances with a sense of hope and determination. It involves recognizing and processing emotions effectively rather than being overwhelmed by them. When you are resilient, you acknowledge your feelings of frustration, sadness, or fear, but you do not let them control your actions. Instead, you use these emotions as fuel to propel you forward, understanding that setbacks are temporary and can serve as catalysts for personal transformation. Inner strength also cultivates a deep-seated confidence that is not dependent on external validation. This confidence comes from an understanding of your abilities and a belief in your potential. It is an unwavering assurance that, regardless of what happens around you, you have the capacity to handle it. When you possess this type of confidence, you become less susceptible to the opinions or judgments of others. You no longer seek approval to affirm your worth or capabilities because you are secure in who you are and what you can achieve. This internal assurance allows you to take risks, pursue your passions, and step outside your comfort zone, knowing that failure is not a reflection of your value, but a part of the process of growth. Moreover, inner strength fosters a sense of independence and self-reliance. It enables you to rely on yourself for motivation, direction, and support. This does not mean rejecting help or guidance from others, but it means that you are not dependent on external sources for your sense of stability or security. You can function effectively on your own, make decisions confidently, and face uncertainties without feeling lost or helpless. When you trust yourself and your abilities, you become more proactive in your actions and decisions. You are more willing to take responsibility for your choices and their outcomes, whether positive or negative, because you recognize that your power comes from within, not from external circumstances or people. Inner strength also influences how you perceive and overcome fears. Fear is a natural response to the unknown or the potential for failure, but when you have cultivated inner strength, you learn to face fear rather than avoid it. You acknowledge its presence, but do not allow it to dictate your actions. Instead, you confront your fears, dissect them, and move through them with a clear understanding that fear is often more about perception than reality. This approach to fear transforms it from a barrier into a motivator, pushing you to test your limits and explore new possibilities that you might have otherwise shied away from. Additionally, inner strength is not just about enduring hardship and increase your capacity for courage. It is also about the ability to maintain clarity and composure in the midst of chaos. It enables you to think logically, make sound decisions, and remain calm when situations are stressful or overwhelming. This mental clarity helps you assess situations more accurately and respond effectively rather than react impulsively. When you can remain composed under pressure, you reduce the likelihood of making decisions that you might later regret or that could exacerbate the problem. It also sets a positive example for others, demonstrating that it is possible to maintain control and poise even in the most trying circumstances. The cultivation of inner strength ultimately leads to greater emotional maturity and wisdom. You become more attuned to your own needs, emotions, and triggers, allowing you to manage your internal state with greater ease and effectiveness. This self-awareness translates into better relationships with others, as you are able to communicate your needs and boundaries clearly while also empathizing with those around you. You develop a deeper understanding of human nature, both your own and that of others, which helps you navigate social interactions with more grace and authenticity. Inner strength, then, is not just about personal resilience, but about enhancing your overall quality of life and your ability to contribute positively to the lives of others. Inner strength is a quality that resides deep within every individual, yet it often remains untapped or underdeveloped. It is the ability to persevere in the face of challenges, to maintain a sense of resolve when situations become difficult, and to push forward despite the odds. This strength does not come from physical power or external resources, but from an internal reservoir of determination, resilience, and self-belief. Inner strength enables people to keep going when others might give up, to find hope in seemingly hopeless situations, and to draw from a place of resolve that allows them to rise above adversity. It's a mindset that sees obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and learning. It's about knowing that, regardless of what is happening around you, you have the capacity to endure, adapt, and thrive. This inner strength becomes particularly significant when external circumstances become unpredictable or uncontrollable. In those moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or powerless. Many people look outside themselves for strength, relying on external sources of support or validation. So, while seeking help or advice is not inherently negative, it becomes problematic when one's ability to cope is solely dependent on these external factors. This is where inner strength plays a crucial role. It allows you to maintain a sense of agency and control over your own reactions and responses, regardless of the situation. When you cultivate inner strength, you're building the ability to weather storms without losing yourself in the process. You are able to face difficulties with a sense of calm and centeredness, knowing that you possess the tools to overcome them within yourself. Inner strength is not something that appears overnight. It is developed through experience and practice. It grows when you face and overcome challenges, learning more about your own capacity for resilience and perseverance. Each time you confront a difficult situation and emerge on the other side, your inner strength becomes stronger. This is why adversity, while uncomfortable and often painful, can be a powerful teacher. It's through navigating hardships that you come to realize just how strong you truly are. Even failures and setbacks, when approached with the right mindset, contribute to the development of inner strength. They teach valuable lessons about endurance, resourcefulness, and the power of persistence. A key aspect of inner strength is emotional stability. When you have cultivated inner strength, you're less likely to be swayed by emotional highs and lows. This does not mean you suppress your emotions or become indifferent to life's experiences. Rather, it means you can acknowledge and experience emotions without being overwhelmed or controlled by them. You become capable of maintaining perspective, even when emotions run high. You understand that while feelings are valid and deserve to be felt, they do not have to dictate your actions or your mindset. This stability allows you to respond to situations thoughtfully and intentionally, rather than react impulsively or out of fear and frustration. Inner strength also includes a deep sense of self-belief. This is not to be confused with arrogance or blind confidence. It's about having a realistic understanding of your abilities and your potential. You recognize your strengths and your limitations, and you believe in your capacity to grow, adapt, and overcome. This self-belief is crucial when facing challenges because it provides a foundation of confidence. When you trust yourself, you are more willing to take risks, to try new things, and to step outside your comfort zone. You know that no matter what happens, you have the ability to handle it. This trust in yourself fuels perseverance and determination, making it easier to keep going when things get tough. Another element of inner strength is the ability to remain focused and determined in the face of distractions and temptations. There will always be factors that try to pull you away from your goals, whether they are external distractions or internal doubts and fears. Inner strength is what enables you to stay on track, to keep your eyes on the prize, and to avoid being derailed by temporary setbacks or fleeting desires. It's the voice that reminds you why you started in the first place and helps you maintain clarity and commitment, even when the path ahead is unclear or difficult. Inner strength includes the ability to forgive and let go. Holding on to grudges, regrets, or anger can be incredibly draining. It keeps you stuck in the past and prevents you from moving forward. Inner strength is what allows you to release these burdens, to learn from past experiences, and to let go of negative emotions that no longer serve you. It's about understanding that forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions, but about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment and pain. This ability to forgive, whether it's forgiving others or yourself, requires a tremendous amount of inner strength, because it means choosing peace and healing over bitterness and blame. Ultimately, inner strength is a combination of resilience, self-belief, emotional stability, focus, and the ability to forgive. It's a quality that empowers you to face life's challenges head-on and to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the circumstances may be. While it takes time and effort to develop, it is one of the most valuable qualities a person can possess. With inner strength, you can navigate the ups and downs of life with grace, purpose, and an unshakable sense of self. When you realize that you are complete on your own, it fundamentally changes how you perceive yourself and the world around you. This realization shifts your perspective from one of seeking external validation to finding fulfillment within yourself. You begin to see that everything you need to thrive, succeed, and be happy already exists inside you. It's not about arrogance or isolating yourself from others, but about recognizing your inherent worth and capabilities. This understanding allows you to operate from a place of abundance rather than lack. You no longer feel compelled to chase after approval, affection, or acknowledgement because you understand that you are whole and sufficient as you are. This sense of completeness brings a profound sense of peace and contentment. It removes the pressure of needing to meet others' expectations or fit into predetermined roles. Instead, you can pursue what genuinely resonates with you, free from the constraints of others' perceptions or desires. One of the most powerful outcomes of realizing your own completeness is the ability to set and enforce boundaries without guilt or fear of rejection. When you know that you are enough, you become more discerning about who you allow into your life and what you tolerate. You can say no when necessary, without feeling the need to justify yourself or fearing that you'll be abandoned or disliked. This newfound confidence enables you to prioritize your well-being and to protect your energy and time. You are no longer swayed by manipulation, guilt tripping, or pressure from others because your sense of worth does not hinge on pleasing them. You understand that you are responsible for your happiness and fulfillment, and so you make decisions that support your growth, peace, and joy. This doesn't mean becoming closed off or unapproachable, but rather being clear about what you will and will not accept, which ultimately leads to healthier, more authentic relationships. Realizing that you are complete on your own also changes the way you view relationships. Instead of entering into connections out of need or desperation, you engage with others from a place of mutual respect and genuine interest. You're not looking for someone to complete you because you already feel whole. This allows you to appreciate people for who they are, rather than seeing them as a means to fill a void or fix a perceived deficiency within yourself. You can share your life with others while maintaining your autonomy, which makes your interactions more balanced and fulfilling. You can give love freely without expecting something in return to validate your self-worth. This shifts the dynamic of your relationships from one of dependence to one of partnership, where both parties are empowered individuals contributing positively to each other's lives. Another significant effect of embracing your completeness is the freedom it provides from comparison and competition. When you understand that you are enough, you no longer feel the need to measure yourself against others or to prove your value. You can celebrate others' successes without feeling threatened or diminished. You don't envy others' accomplishments or feel inferior in their presence because you are secure in who you are. This mindset fosters a more generous and compassionate outlook where you can support and uplift others without any hidden agenda. You see the uniqueness in your journey and theirs, recognizing that everyone has their own path and timing. This sense of inner security allows you to focus on your growth and progress without being sidetracked by unnecessary comparisons or competitions. Knowing that you are complete on your own also enhances your capacity for resilience. When you face setbacks, disappointments, or failures, you don't internalize them as reflections of your inadequacy. Instead, you view them as temporary challenges that do not define your worth or potential. This perspective enables you to recover more quickly from adversity, because you are not weighed down by feelings of unworthiness or self-doubt. You can approach problems with a solution-oriented mindset, using your internal resources to navigate difficult situations. You understand that your value is not diminished by external circumstances, and so you remain steadfast in your pursuits, learning and growing from each experience rather than being derailed by it. Additionally, this sense of completeness fosters a deeper connection with your inner self. You become more attuned to your thoughts, emotions, and desires. You learn to trust your intuition and to listen to your inner voice, rather than seeking answers or guidance solely from external sources. This inner alignment helps you make decisions that are authentic to you, rather than ones that are influenced by fear, insecurity, or the need for approval. You become your own guide, capable of discerning what is right for you and what aligns with your values and aspirations. This self-trust builds a solid foundation for making choices that lead to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Embracing your completeness also allows you to let go of the past and release any lingering feelings of inadequacy or regret. When you understand that you are whole and enough as you are, you stop defining yourself by your past mistakes, failures, or the opinions of others. You no longer carry the burden of past experiences that may have led you to doubt yourself. Instead, you can reflect on the past with compassion and gratitude, acknowledging the lessons learned without being bound by them. This enables you to move forward with a sense of freedom and possibility, unencumbered by the weight of old narratives or limiting beliefs. Ultimately, realizing that you are complete on your own opens up a world of possibilities. You are no longer constrained by the need to fit in, seek approval, or meet others' standards. You can pursue your passions, dreams, and goals with a sense of purpose and joy. You are free to be yourself, unapologetically and fully, embracing your strengths and acknowledging your imperfections without feeling lesser because of them. This sense of freedom and self-acceptance transforms the way you experience life, making it richer, more meaningful, and more aligned with your true self. In conclusion, recognizing your completeness is the key to unlocking your true potential and living a life of genuine fulfillment. When you understand that everything you need to thrive already exists within you, it transforms how you interact with yourself and others. You set healthier boundaries, engage in more authentic relationships, and approach life's challenges with greater resilience and confidence. This realization frees you from the shackles of external validation and comparison, allowing you to pursue your goals and dreams with a sense of purpose and joy. It's about embracing your own worth, letting go of past limitations, and stepping boldly into the person you were always meant to be. Good luck on your journey of self-discovery and empowerment. May you always find strength and peace within yourself. Thank you for embracing the power of your own completeness and for striving to live authentically and courageously.